Alright guys, I'm going to show you how to install the Flux Phenom magnetic screen door. The first thing you want to do is size up the screen door to your door frame. Fits any door up to 36 by 84 inches. The front has the polyester border around it, whereas the back side has the Velcro. There are two ways to secure the magnetic screen door. One is with the recommended way is with the thumbtack. That is the most secure way. But if you have a metal or aluminum door frame, you're going to want to use Velcro. So in order to size up the magnetic screen door, it's definitely easier with two people, but I'm going to show you that it can be done with just one. You're going to want, if you're shorter, you're going to want a stool. I'm tall, so I don't need one, but you will want a stool to size it up to the door frame. You do not want the magnetic screen door to drag on the ground like this, or else it's not going to close. What we're going to need to do is do the border here and fold it over. So you're folding it over towards the back of the door frame. So you take, here's the front, here's the back, you're folding it over towards the back. So I'm going to size it up to where the door is literally hanging about a 1/4 inch above the ground. So here's the fold. You fold it over, and you're going to put the pin in right at the top. And you're going to want to make sure that it is the same fold all the way across. So you take your first pin and you put it right through. Then you're going to fix it to the top of the door frame. So you're going to push it in with your thumb just a little bit to get it started into the wood. And you can take a hammer and lightly tap it into the wood. You're going to want to tap very lightly. These are not heavy duty nails, they're thumbtacks, but they're all metal thumbtacks, so they're pretty secure, but you're still going to want to hammer lightly. A hammer can do a lot of damage to these if you're hitting it from the side. That little top will snap off. So, and now you're going to do the same thing, making sure that you have the same hem point all the way across the top. Another thing that you're going to want to consider is you want to make sure that the door is centered in the middle, that the magnetic strips are in the middle of the door, and that there is some leeway on the sides, because if there's no leeway on the sides, the magnetic door is not going to shut. So you don't want to stretch these so much to where the door is not going to shut and where it's pulling itself actually apart. Alright, so now you got both sides. You're going to want to do the middle. You want to do 2 thumbtacks, one on either side of the magnetic strip. And you're also going to want to keep making sure that the bottom of the door is about 1/4 to 1/2 inch above the ground. And push it into the wood. A little tap, and one in the middle. We can go ahead and start doing the sides. So for the sides, you're going to want to make sure there's enough leeway, again, that these magnetic strips are able to stick to each other. If you make it too tight, or if you put them like this, when you go through the screen door, it's going to be too tight and they're not going to shut. So make sure you have a little bit of leeway so where it can shut easily. So you're going to start at the top. You're going to go about 1 pin every foot and a half will do. It's really entirely up to you how many pins you want to put in, depending on how secure you want your door. If you have big dogs coming through, you're going to want to secure it pretty well, but you are still going to want to maintain that leeway. Instead of doing one side all the way down, you're going to want to go side to side at the same level. Making sure that the door, everything is still in a line and that it's still shutting. We're going to make sure that the door shuts. We'll go down another foot or another couple feet or so. And then we can put the last 2 all the way at the bottom. And we're going to test to make sure that it opens and closes. Notice how we've left about that 1/4 inch on the floor so that the door does not get caught. If this was any longer, it would get caught and it would not shut. As you can see, the magnetic screen door is fully installed, and it shuts by itself very easily. Alright everyone, that's how you install the Flux Phenom magnetic screen door.